Yeah, it's Toronto Brad back again, and just chilling out. We're just doing a test again, like I did yesterday, seeing how my account is going. So if it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. Chilling out. We're just right. So thank you guys for tuning in to my chat, and yes, Jonathan North, we're live with audio. Yeah, sorry about that yesterday. Oh man, yesterday was insane, man. With what's his name? Bender. Bender was on the chat, and he was fighting me, man. And yeah, it was crazy. So I guess we got lucky because now I'm live again. So I'll be live for past couple days. So you're still in Cambodia, Jonathan North? You're still in Cambodia? No, you were in Vietnam. You were in Vietnam, right? You were not in Cambodia. You were in Vietnam. I remember I was watching your videos, and you were in Vietnam, and you were exploring Vietnam. So one of the countries I'd like to go to. I'd like to plan my trip for next month. That's my plan anyway. We'll see how it goes. So thank you for tuning in to my live stream, guys. And I hope you guys are having a good day, and Merry Christmas to you guys. And yeah, we can go on with what happened from yesterday, which is still kind of shocking. It's still kind of a shocking incident that this guy Twitchy went after me. Brad, see snow on your roof must be cold. There's, I'm an old man. I'm not. You guys think I'm young, man. I'm not a young. I'm an old man. I'm very, very old man. Just, you know. So yeah, Arthur. So yeah. So what's his name? Twitchy went after me yesterday, man. Archie went after me because we plainly stated the truth as we saw it, that he was never sucker punched 6 years ago in Phuket. He was the instigator, and he basically got a dose of karma. And that little German dwarf damn near knocked him right out, knocked him senseless. So you know, a little German dwarf knocked this guy out, and he's talking. And then the funniest thing is, if you watch Quentin's video, you'll see him smoking on cigars, talking about how he's waiting for this guy to come and he's gonna roll up on him. The guy is talking about Rob in Thailand, and then there you go. Then he actually has the video where when this guy Sonny comes into the bar, but he himself is the one that gets up and starts causing the ruckus. You guys can watch Quentin's video, and you know, and you guys can see for yourself that he's straight lying about the whole incident, and that anybody that tells anything with an ounce of truth, he calls you a troll, or if you happen to be of a different race, he'll go after you racially. And I told him that I never played the racial card. I'm not that type of person. I'm not a person that is like a BLM or anything like that. I'm a very conservative person. I'm not a person that's like that. And he just started throwing that out there, and I just called him to his face. I just said, "You're a racist dog," and I never said it online or anything. I was just typing it in Capio's chat. And we can see a lot of his personality. A lot of what Quentin says was 100% true. We can see, just based on his behavior, all of basically Quentin's videos that you ever watched about Greg and Twitchy, whatever, is all the truth, man. You can go take a run through Quentin's videos and enjoy them, man. Yeah. And the funniest thing, I wasn't even really, when he went after me, I wasn't even talking about him. I was talking about this lady, or Lady Lima, that hangs out with Sunny. Her name is Boom Boss. And I was like, oh my God, they were telling me, well, she's a man, but I'm like, man, she don't look like no man. I was saying she's small like a woman. She got a nice figure like a woman. I don't see how that's any type of man. And he went off on me. Then he went off on me. So when I started talking about this boom boss, that's when he went off on me. So I don't know. Maybe he's very deeply attracted to this boom boss, and that's when I started talking about her. He got a memory of lust or something in his mind, and he just went off on me. I had nothing to do with it. I just firstly just spoke the truth about what I saw in the video, and then I spoke about this boom boss that was hanging out with Sonny in his videos. So you know, he went off on me, man. He went off on me in a major way. And Capio had to shut his stream down, and I felt really bad because I never want to be the reason that somebody has to shut their stream down. But Capio basically had to shut his stream down because he was going off on me. But it was getting late at night. I guess Capio wanted to get some sleep, and but I thank you guys for tuning in. I thank you guys for tuning in. I am just trying to get the money together to travel. I need a lot of money to travel. I think I need about I'm looking at get about 8,000, and I want to go next month. So if I get the 8,000, or if I'm on the path to getting that 8K, I think is enough because I think my flight's going to be 15 to 2. My hotels will be at least 2, and then my spending money will be 2. Plus, I just want a buffer. It's always good to have a buffer, like just some extra cash, just in case. So 2 for your flight, 2 for your hotel, 2 for spending cash, and 2 as a buffer, just in case. So 8K would be optimal to have in the bank, So I'll calculate into that 8K, I'll calculate all of my outstanding payments that I have coming in, like my pay, my vacation pay, and other payments coming in. And I have some other payments, I think about 4 or 5K. And I just want to get that money in my hand. Once I have that money in my hand, I can be like, And I'm still I did a video about the credit card rewards. So I did a video. Well, I'm budgeting for 2K on the flight, so anything between 15 and 2K I'm okay with. But I did do a video a couple of months ago about the credit card points and using your credit card discounts to secure these really nice hotels like Conrad or Fairmont. So I might put that to use in Manila because I think they have a Conrad or a Fairmont in Manila. So I can check it out and see if it's worth it for me to get like a fancier hotel. But worst case scenario, I'll get the Diamond Residence Makati. I'm paying for it one way or the other. It doesn't matter if I get a little discount on it or if I just pay the upfront price. And it's a nice luxury, and I'll stay there. Then I would like to go to Pampanga, but I'm not going to stay where Barry stayed. I saw Barry stayed at that $10 hotel, the Eurotel. I think it's Eurotel. But he was talking about he was going to be at the ABC. He said he was going to be at ABC. Okay, so yeah, I think the Conrad is at the Mall of Asia, but I'm not going to go to Conrad. I want to stay in Makati. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Hold on a second here. Anyways, guys, so thank you guys for tuning in tonight, and yeah, we can discuss things. We can discuss things that are going on in the community. And by the way, I haven't heard a thing about Barry the Boss. I haven't heard Barry the Boss for a while, and I know we don't go into Barry the Boss's chat. So, what was the nickname that Twitchy gave you? Was it Black Red? No, he called me. I forgot what he called me. He said something black something. I forget what he called me. He called me a black something. Yeah. And yeah, man, he went in on me. And Yeah, man. I don't know what the deal was, man. Why he got so triggered. I don't understand why he got so triggered about. First of all, he was the one, you know, he was the one that started this whole situation, right? But anyways, thank you guys for giving me some good support, man. You guys are good, man. You guys give me some support. I haven't been in the Philippines. I haven't been streaming a lot lately. Hey, Brad, are we drinking tonight? Hey, that's a good thing. Actually, where's my cups? Do I have my cups still? I still have my cups. I still have my cups. Wow. I still have my cups. Would you look at that? I still have my shot glasses. And I have this. Wait a second. Give me a second. You guys want to give me 1 second? I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I'm going to be right back. And then that way we'll see. Give me a second. All right, guys. I have something. Is this good, guys? Do you guys know about this? Are you guys familiar with this? One of my employees, one of my employees got me this. So I was just like, hey, it's Christmas time. I can open it for Christmas. What do you guys think? Is it okay to open something like this? It's an Irish cream. Hmm. Yeah. I don't know, but I don't think it's expensive. Alcohol, 17%. Wow. On ice. Oh, it has to be on ice. Oh, okay. Oh, man. All right. Well, maybe tomorrow night. Maybe tomorrow night we can do it up, man. It needs to be. So what? Do I need to chill it? How does this work? Do I put it in like a tin of ice, or am I expected to put the glass and then just pour it into like a glass of ice, or you know, you guys have to guide me through this, man. Tylon Huron, congrats on the gift, well deserved. Put it in the freezer. Okay, well let's do it tomorrow then. So maybe tomorrow night, pour it in a glass of ice. Drink it, but refrigerate it after opening. Oh, okay. You have to refrigerate it. Okay. I see. It has to be refrigerated. I think it's better maybe to do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. I'll put it in the fridge, and I'll get some ice and stuff. I don't think is it worth it to do it tonight. I don't know. I don't. It's warm. I had it in the cabinet. It's not been chilled. I think it's better to do it another night, because then we can get crazy. You can get crazy for the holidays. You know what I mean? Oh man. Lotto is in the house. He's like, guy, you gonna take a sip of that tonight, man. All right. All right. We'll take a sip tonight, man. Let's do it up. Let's see. How do I open this shit up, man? We'll open this shit. Man, I don't even know how to open this thing, man. My buddy at work got it for me, and I don't even know how to open the damn thing. Let's see. Let's warm up the pipes, man. Pour it over ice. You want me to pour it over? I can't drink it. I have to work. I still have one more day of work tomorrow, man. I still have one more day of work, so you know what I mean. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I don't think I'm gonna be able to drink too much, man. Got any sorrel? Later by Christmas, I should have some. Let's just have a quick sip here for Lotto. Thank you, Lotto Max. Let's just have a quick sip of the Bailey's for Lotto Max. You know what I mean? I don't want to have too much because I don't want to get sick because I got to go to work tomorrow, guys. I'm Today is Thursday. I still have one more day of work before the holidays. But this is for Lotto Max. Thank you for sponsoring, opening up the bottle of Bailey's, and thank you for sponsoring the trip to the Philippines because basically anything that I make on YouTube is basically for the Philippines trip anyway, right? So. It's good, man. But I can feel it's a hard liquor, man. It is like Appleton. It's a very hard liquor. It's not. Of course, rent goes up, man. Of course, I live in Toronto, man. This is not a obviously not an. This is not a cheap city. Of course, rent goes up, man. Yeah, it's good, man. It's good, man. It's wow. Bailey's. I like it. It's nice. Very nice, flavorful. And yeah, I think it would be a little better. So tonight, just in case you guys don't know, on Netflix they have the Rebel Moon. So maybe what I'll do is I'll mix some of these drinks with some ice, and I'll have it with the when I'm watching the Rebel Moon on Netflix later tonight. I'll watch maybe in another hour or so. I'm gonna watch Rebel Moon, and I'll have some of that on ice the way I'm supposed to, but not too much because I've got to go to work tomorrow and it's my last day of work. And then after that, Christmas vacation. And then maybe thinking about the trip to the Philippines. So yeah, I gotta get myself back together, man. Your friends rent, wow, 600 a month. Well, it depends. If I'm in an old building, I'm not. The building I'm in is like the building that I'm in is about 70 years old. This is obviously you can see this is an old building. I think it's about a 70-year-old building. 70, 65, 70 years old. So these buildings, the rent doesn't go up that much, because it's not if it's a new building, if you're in a new building, like let's say you're in a building that's um if you're in a building that's like after 2018 or 2019, then the landlords can raise the rents, whatever. So, of course, if you're in a brand new building, a brand new rental building, your rents can go up by whatever. Or if you're in a condo and you're renting the condo from the landlord, again, your rent can go up by whatever. But if you're just in an apartment building, and especially like an old apartment building like this one, yeah, your rent's not going to go up by $600 a month. you know, you like your buildings like you like your women old. Yes, boo. Yeah, yeah, boo. Yeah, it's more affordable. Toronto is a really expensive city, and you guys, I think I've already mentioned maybe in some of my previous YouTube videos, is that right now Trudeau is bringing in all these international students, mainly from India, um, and also other people from Central America, lots from Ukraine, and they're all coming to Toronto. So what do you think happens to the rent in Toronto? Because when you got like basically every month, so think about this, every month, um, you have 100,000. You have 100,000 people coming into Toronto. No, Maximus, I don't have a roommate. No roommate. I'm here by myself. But you have 100,000 people coming to Toronto every month. So it's insane, man. It's so much, man. Mainly from India, you know. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Toronto, 100,000 people, and most of them are coming into Toronto, man. So, and but finally, the good news is, so here's the good news is that they did say they're gonna finally open up that new subway on Eglinton, which is gonna be great. That'll help with the traffic concerns. That's going all the way across the city. That subway will go all the way across the city, and eventually it'll go to the airport in Renford into Mississauga. So, yeah, I can't wait for that because that should help with the congestion. Hello, Tatalovs. Nice. Thank you, Tatalovs, for showing up to my stream. Thank you so much. I'm always so happy when my original backers from the Philippines come into the chat and give me some props. So thank you very much for that. So yeah, man, it's a challenge living in Toronto. I don't make much. I already told you guys about that. I don't make a lot of money. I'm a very poor guy, and I made some big mistakes. I made a big mistake with that girl in Boracay. So I went to Boracay and I met up with that girl, and I made a big mistake, man. I should not have done that. I went. I think it was something that was a wrong thing for me to do. I feel bad, and I did make a big mistake. So when I did go to I went to the Philippines and then I met up with this girl, and that was a big mistake. That was a big mistake that I made. Yeah. Mm-mm. So thank you, Lotto Max, for the $5 there. That was my big mistake in the Philippines, right there. That was my mistake. So you guys don't be like me. Don't be like me. If you guys didn't see, I'll show you guys again. There you go. You can see right there what I'm talking about. Yeah. So you can see there. Yeah. That was a big mistake. This was a big mistake in the Philippines. This is Boracay. That's me in Boracay, guys. Boracay, D Mall in Boracay. And yeah. So, yeah, don't be like me and don't repeat my mistakes. You know. Oh yeah, guys, don't forget, give me the thumbs up, eh? If you guys are liking the stream, you guys can give me the thumbs up. Let me know what's up. How you guys are feeling about my video. And yeah, I'm already feeling like I got a little bit of a hangover. I just took one shot of that Bailey's and not feeling well at all. And I got to work tomorrow, so it's not like I can go and grab some more. Obviously, I would like to have some more, but it just depends on how I'm feeling. So everybody else in the chat, you guys are okay? You guys are so quiet these days now. Anyways, guys, yeah. So yeah, later tonight when I'm watching Netflix, I'll probably have one more glass, and then that'll probably be it for the night. I'll get myself ready, and I'll bounce myself right out. You know? Maximus help me, Nita. No, no. Actually, I'll meet up with Nita when I'm in the Philippines, either whether I'm in Makati or whether I meet up with her in AC. Looking forward to seeing her again. And yeah, she can help me again if I need help. She can help me. She can help me. No, no, no. I'm not pensive. It's just the shot already. It's affecting me. Already one shot. You see how weak I am when it comes to the alcohol. I took one shot and I'm already like, man, I'm already kind of gone, man. Not feeling it at all. But yeah, I just got to go to the Philippines. I know you guys want me there. I got all of this stuff. I bought all of this stuff for the Philippines shoes. I bought all my data equipment so that I could record the vlogs, and I got everything that I would need for the trip. So you can forget. Yeah, I guess so. I'll get laid and I'll meet up with her. But yeah, let's take a look and see what else is going on. Yeah, it's such a thing, man. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Let's see what thank you guys for tuning in, guys. Thank you. Okay, Tata loves. I will see you soon. Thank you for coming to my chat. No, no. This is not a StreamYard. I didn't set up a StreamYard Thailand here on, so I can't drop a link. I didn't do this as a StreamYard. I just came on just to say hi to you guys. Thank you guys for the support. And yeah, I know he had a stream about me last night. Yeah, I know he had a stream about me. So obviously, yeah. Any Milky Udders? I think wasn't I just I was just showing the picture of April, Timmy. I just had the picture of April up. If you didn't see it, I can show it to you. So April. So is that there's some Milky Udders, Tim? Is that what you're looking for? Like that? Is that what you're looking for? Yeah, that was me in the Boracay. So I was in Boracay at that time. I went there to Boracay and I met up with that girl April. I have some videos on her. If you check on my channel, you will see videos. I've got plenty of videos with her in my YouTube channel. So if you want to see more, yeah, just go onto my YouTube channel and you can see some videos of her and you can enjoy that. I hope you enjoy it. You know. Anyways, do Filipinos have bigger chests in general than Thai? No, I think Thais on average bigger than Filipinas. Way, way bigger on average than Filipinas. Filipinas, it's hard to find one with a decent wrap. Yeah, with a decent flapjack. Better to go to Thailand. Thailand, you just go outside. There's plenty. They're everywhere. Whereas in Philippines, it's more dime a dozen. I don't know what the deal is, but it's definitely better for that. Like the bodies in the Thailand are much better than the Philippines, guaranteed, 100%. You know, so yeah, if you're looking for that, go to Thailand, not Philippines. In Thailand, I could just walk down the street and find something like that. In Thailand, in Philippines, you got to really search, and then in the Philippines there's a more demand, so it's more a thing, man. Won't be going to the Philippines. So yeah, Thailand's better. I will tell you right now, Thailand's better. If you're looking for that, Thailand's better. Thailand's better. Thailand's better. Thailand's better. Easy to find in Thailand. Yo, a Nitro Freak, how you doing? Just thank you for coming by to say hi. I'm doing a quick stream. I'm probably gonna go watch some Netflix. I want to watch. I don't know if you guys heard there's that Netflix movie's coming out tonight, so I might go watch it. Just gonna get some drinks. Gonna stay in my bed, relax. Not gonna do much of anything really. Yeah, I'm doing lives, just a couple. I mean, when there's all this drama in the community, all this drama in the Thailand genre, it doesn't make you want to come on and do live streams. So things cooled down, and the funny thing is, I was in Capio's chat, and then I ran into Twitchy, and Twitchy went after me, and he did go after me. And so since that day, which was yesterday, I've been going live every day. I not go there. I have some. I mean, yeah. He asked me a specific question, Max, and is Thailand is better? Is Philippines or Thailand better than this for this specific reason? And I just gave him the reason that yeah, Thailand for that is better. It's not an overall Maximus. It's just that if you're looking specifically for that, go to Thailand. It doesn't mean Thailand is better overall, even though it is actually better overall than the Philippines. It is a better overall place. It's a much better hanging out place than Philippines. Especially, I love Bangkok, even though I don't like go to there to relax like I go to Pattaya. The things I like about Bangkok is that it's just such an exciting city, man. Yeah. Yeah, the bill's already giving me a bit of a headache. I don't think I can have any more. I'm already not feeling too good. Yeah, with the Baileys. Yeah, I'm already one shot. I'm already kind of not feeling good. Just one little shot. I'm not. I guess I don't have a high tolerance for alcohol, but it's called Rebel Moon. It's like a Star Wars kind of thing. I think the guy that made it, he made it for Disney. He made it for Disney to make it as a Star Wars, but Disney didn't like it, so he ended up making it for Netflix. So now we're just waiting to see if Disney is gonna sue him for making a Star Wars knockoff for Netflix, and Disney might be like, "Well, we're gonna have to sue this guy because he's gonna get incredible ratings, and Disney is getting garbage ratings. So Disney might want to sue the guy, even though he came to Disney and he said, "Hey, Disney, I have a Star Wars movie for you." But they're like, "No, no, we don't want this one." And so he goes to Netflix and he makes it, and now Disney's like, there must be like Disney must be grinding. Yeah, I heard it got pretty bad reviews, Jermaine. I heard that it got good reviews, but then on Facebook, everyone that I saw on Facebook saying it's good. So, I mean, hey, it's free, right? If you have Netflix, it's free. I'm just gonna lay back on my futon and get some drinks, get some eats, and I'll watch it, man. So it's not costing me anything. So it's just turning on the TV, and I can make the assessment if it's good or bad. Like I said, everything I saw on Facebook was that it's good, it's good, it's good, it's better. Everyone's saying it was better than the last set of Star Wars movies. So, but I will watch it and I'll find out if it's good or not. You guys are gonna watch it too. You guys all have Netflix. You guys can watch it too. Rebel Moon. I think it's coming out today everywhere. I mean, I know it's coming out today in Canada. Maybe it's not coming out in the U.S. or Europe. I don't know, but I think it's coming out today across the everywhere. Europe and Canada, USA, all coming out today. Mhm. Yeah, all the reviews I see is Very, very good. On Facebook, obviously, not the actual reviews. Sorry, guys, for being quiet. I just not feeling good now, man. I don't know. Just one drink. Anyways, I'm probably pretty tired. I'm probably not gonna make it through to watch that whole movie. More likely than not, I'm gonna just probably watch it and fall right to sleep, man. So let's see how it goes. You should sue Twitchy for harassment if he goes on you. He's got a lot of money, so he can pay. Yeah. Oh, it's coming on in 30 minutes. Wow. So it is okay. So you see, Jermaine, you're the guy. You know when the movie. Man, I didn't even know. 30 minutes. Wow. So Jermaine is gonna be watching that very close, man. Yeah, I heard the reviews, like the actual professional reviews were bad, but everything on Facebook said, yeah, it's good. They're saying it's good, man. I had a nap earlier. Now I can't sleep. Yeah. Do you guys ever go on these things in Facebook? You can see these girls on Facebook. Look at this. This is the Facebook. These are the Facebook groups. If you ever go there on Facebook, they have these Facebook groups. I don't know if you guys ever go on the Facebook groups and check them out. They have these girls trying to get a date, this and that. It's kind of interesting. You know, most of the girls are not really my type. This guy built kit. You ever remember that show Knight Rider? This guy, he built his own kit. So Facebook got a lot of stupidness, man. So this guy built his own Knight Rider, and now he just drives around. I guess what state is he in? I don't know. Looks like California. He's in California. Wow, it's pretty legit, man. That looks legit. Like that looks like the real Knight Rider. It's almost like you can't tell that that's not Knight Rider. So the guy just did that, and cool. Wow, that's a neat thing, man. Knight Industries 2000, man. That's wow. You guys ever see this thing? This is so ridiculous. You guys ever watch this? This is like Facebook is like so ridiculous. No, actually, my phone company offered me a Google Pixel 8, so I still haven't gone to the store to pick it up. It's always a mad rush, to go there and pick stuff up. But yeah, they offered me a Pixel 8. Oh wow, there's one Filipina. Remember I was saying the Filipinas? You have to go maybe to Thailand. There's a Filipina for you. She's in the Philippines. Look at that. Wow. She's in the Philippines, but she's a little too thick, right? So maybe not the right one to go to Philippines for, man. I don't know what you guys think. If you wouldn't go to Philippines for that. She got a little big. She's a little big boned. Don't you guys find? Yeah, that's what I was saying. She's just a big chunky thing, huh? Yeah, she's a big chunky thing. Let me see some more pictures here. Let's see. These are some more pictures. She has more pictures. You guys can take a look at that. She's just a bit. Maybe she's a bit. She's just a bit old, like a fatty. Maybe she's just a fat one. I don't know. You guys make that. So yeah, let me see if she has any more pictures, man. So you got some more pictures in here. She got some more pictures. You guys, I know you guys like this stuff. You got some pictures in here. Oh man. Actually, let me see. I'm gonna see. How come I was just there and just checking out her profile. She only has the one picture. She has a few pictures, but she look a little chunky. She's a little too chunky for me, man. That's not. She's right up the street. She's packing. She's a little too chunky for me, man. Too chunky, man. Nah, man, that's not good for me, man. I don't want to deal with that. No way. No way, Jose. Let me see if there's anything else interesting on Facebook. I'm showing you guys what I'm doing on Facebook. You guys can see. Well, here's you go. There's another thing there on Facebook. You can see this Facebook. She's getting some. There's a lot of good stuff on Facebook. You guys go on Facebook, you see these girls there posting and all that kind of nonsense all the time. Then they got these girls from Thailand also posting. Is it Thailand? I don't know if that's Thailand. And yeah, man. There's this lady. This here's Thailand. Like this is just an average lady in Thailand. So take a look. This is just an average lady in Thailand. Just an average lady in Thailand. You go on the Thailand group, bam. Just an average lady. You walk down the street in Thailand, this is like an average lady. Take that. What are all those pre-Facebook? This one is the Thailand group. This is the Thailand group. This is just the Thailand group. I don't know if it's a pervy thing, man. Yeah, man. She's just a regular. This is just a regular Thailand chick. Like if you go to Thailand, you would just walk down the street. This is just a regular lady in Thailand. She's what I call just an average Thailand lady. Just your average Thailand lady. Man. So, man. Yeah. So, yeah. I see all this stuff all the time on my Facebook feed, man. If you want to, you just go on your Facebook, you'll see so many. There's too much stuff. I can't even half the stuff I can't even show you, man. Yeah, she's about 50. She might be older than 50. I think she's 60 years old. I think she's older than 50 years old. She's older than 50. So these guys are all. Oh, here's something. What's this? Look at this. This is Kagan Mylene. Oh, she's. Nah, that's no good. I was gonna show you guys, but that's no good. That's no good. This is something you guys. My age limit, I guess 60, I would say is my age limit is 60 years old. I would say 40 to 60 is like the range that I go into. I don't go any much older than that, I would say 40 to 60 years old is good enough. It's right in the right range, right? Because I'm right in the middle. So basically what happens is all I see on my Facebook is just join this group, right? So they say join our group, like X-Men. They know what I'm into, like Star Wars, X-Men. Then they have the Filipina chats. So they just put this on my Facebook and I say join, and then you just end up joining all of them. And then your Facebook ends up being all these Filipinas just posting pictures all the time. You just going through, you're just scrolling, but you see it, all these Filipinos posting their photos and stuff. That's why I'm able to show it to you. You know, and then they have lots of Ice Spice, man. I need to lower it down to 25, 35. Well, those guys are a little bit too young for me, man. Oh man, did you guys hear this news about Omni and a Hellcat? Did you guys hear this news? Omni and a Hellcat, his girlfriend broke up with him, man. So Omni and a Hellcat, you guys know about Omni and a Hellcat. He ran the online TV site Gears TV. I guess it's like a digital TV, and he made like $50 million. Omni and a Hellcat, Oscuro Casera or something like that. Anyways, his girlfriend, he got charged because he was selling copyright content on his digital TV platform, which was Gears TV. And so the feds put him on a copyright charge. So he has to do 5 years. So while he's in jail, his girlfriend just broke up with him. So if you check out his YouTube channel, Omni and a Hellcat, he got his whole life story there, how he made his money, this and that. And now he's in jail. She found out that she cheated on her with like 100 girls, and she's leaving him. And she's probably taking all the money because she has kids with him too. So all the money or whatever he has left, because the feds wanted to wring him out of all the money, she's going to take it. Wow, she's leaving him. My goodness, man. All these ballers. You see, when you're a baller and you have a beautiful girlfriend, that shit ain't for real, man. If you lose it, you go to jail, something bad happens to you, these girls are gonna leave you, man. Omni and a Hellcat. He looks like a good guy though, you know. So you see they're having a competition here on Facebook. Who's stronger, Godzilla or King Kong? You know who's stronger? I've always kind of decided, like, I don't know. I think I'm partial to Godzilla over King Kong, man. I'm a Godzilla. I don't know about you guys. What do you guys think? Are you guys thinking like who's stronger, Godzilla or King Kong? Who's the stronger one, man? I don't know, man. I think Godzilla's my guy. I like Godzilla, man. I'm more a Godzilla guy than a King Kong guy. You know. So yeah. Fire red and laser eyes, yeah. This is funny. You know this guy now, this guy Steve Ballmer, this is him in 1986. Do you know this guy now? He's worth $130 billion. Look at this dork. This is him in 1986. And now this dork is worth $130 billion. How is life fair, man? How is life fair? Look at this guy. Steve Ballmer. What a dork. Him and Bill Gates, the two of them. Dorked up, man. For real, man. Yeah, we got the heavy hitters in the chat. Phil Pines, Thailand Huron, Maximus, something Wong Jerome. Yeah, he was only an employee. He's the richest employee ever. He just happened to be lucky that he worked for Bill Gates. But my cousin also worked for Bill Gates, right? My cousin was vice president of sales and enterprise development at Microsoft Canada, and he actually used to fly out to Seattle and meet up with Bill Gates. This is back in the early to mid 90s. So yeah. So my cousin used to work for Bill Gates a lot. Yeah, a lot of people that work for Bill Gates, rich guys now, including my cousin. I'm looking to see if there's anything else on Facebook here that's kind of interesting for you guys. So, are you guys excited for Dr. Doom, guys? Dr. Doom is coming soon, man, guys. I know you guys are excited about Dr. Doom, man. You waiting for this action-packed drama of Dr. Doom. I know you guys can't wait for that, man. Dr. Doom. Now that Kang is no longer in the Marvel universe, then now they're gonna have to take Kang out and put in Dr. Doom. They have to let him know what's going down, man. Kang is out of a job, man. You know, that's the thing you got to be so careful about these days, man. These girls are scandalous. This girl, Jabari, she destroyed Jonathan Majors. The guy was just taking off in his career. He had just started to take off. You know, he was getting famous. He was in the Rocky movies. He was in the Rocky movies. He was in the Marvel movies. He was in Loki. He was in Ant-Man. He was just getting started. And then this takes just one girl. And you know the girl's name is Jabari, like Kareem Abdul-Jabari. Man, I can't even with these girls. So Kareem Abdul daughter, whatever Jabari, she's the one that got this guy. Apparently he was choking her in the car, and she ran out of the car, and she caught him trying to talk to some other girl. And you know, when these girls catch you with another girl, you know, you're in big trouble. Oh man, look at this. Facebook has jokes, man. I want you guys to see this one, man. Facebook has jokes. Look at the joke on Facebook. Look at the joke on Facebook. A Leopard 2. The biggest joke right there. So let me tell you something about the Leopard 2, guys. Let me tell you something about the Leopard 2. All right, I want to be straight with you guys about the Leopard 2. Okay, I'm gonna be straight with you about the Leopard 2. Okay, let's talk about the Leopard 2. Let's talk about the Leopard 2 tank. So listen, the United States, Europe, Canada, Australia, you know, we gave $200 or $300 billion to Ukraine so that they could have their Leopard 2s. Okay. They wanted Leopard 2s, just like their heroes, the Wehrmacht. You know how, and you know, the funny thing is, I was watching the Ukraine Defense Department Twitter the other day, and they were like, glory to the heroes. And you know, they showed the Ukrainian soldier with the Reichstadler on the vest. They had the Reichstadler right there on the vest. I'm like, what's wrong with these guys, man? Jermaine, can I ask you a question? If I'm the government of Ukraine, or if I'm the Ukrainian media arm for the Ukrainian defense, why would I get a soldier and go glory to the heroes and have the soldier with a Reichstadler right in the middle of his chest? They had to take it down. And every day they're like, no, there's no Nazis in Ukraine. There's no Nazis in Ukraine. Yo, the dude has a Reichstadler right on the vest, and you put that on your Twitter feed of the Defense Department of Ukraine. Everybody was blasting them, man. What the hell is wrong with these guys, man? What's wrong with Ukraine, man? They're so dumb, man. I don't get it, man. Dude has a Reichstadler right on the chest. So, and then all their, and then you know what? And then here's the next funny thing. All of their battalions, right? All of their battalions, all of their yeah. Let me tell you this. All of their battalions are named like after like a Germanic tribes and stuff like that. Like I saw they have the Jaeger battalion, like Jaeger battalion. What's are you guys aren't you guys Ukrainian? Why are you guys calling your battalions the Jaeger battalion? Man. Yeah, Wagner too. You could say Wagner too. But why are you calling your battalion Jaeger battalion? They have all of these crazy German names. Like it's like they're almost like they idolize Germain. I know it means hunter in German, but why are Ukrainians naming all their stuff after Germans? You don't think there's anything suspicious about that? Don't you think that's suspicious that they name all of their battalions after Germans? They have Reichstadlers on their Reichstadler on their uniforms, like that they have the dead head, the Totenhead, or whatever you call it, on their helmets. They have the Schutzstaffel on their helmets. You know, they have Schutzstaffel. What else do they have? They have the sun god symbol all over tattoos. On their tattoos, they have the sun tattoo on their arms. Like, what a no. It's like, listen, okay, let me do a test. Jermaine, I'm gonna do a test right now. Let me do a test here, Jermaine. I'm not even gonna type in anything German. I'm just gonna type in Ukrainian soldier. I'm gonna just type in Ukrainian soldier. Let's see what comes up on Google. You wanna bet it's all straight German Reichstadler nonsense? Let me just go Ukrainian soldier. Let me punch it in. Let's see what comes up. I'm not going to type in nothing to do with Germany or nothing. I'm just going to type in Ukrainian soldier. Let's see what happens when I type in Ukrainian soldier. Let's take a look and see what we get. So what do you think about that? The U.S. Scout Sniper Group use a similar... No, Maximus, that's not right. Maximus. They're using you're telling me the US group used one that looked close. But Maximus, we all love KISS, and we know that the last two letters of KISS was the Schutzstaffel, right? So that's different. I'm talking about okay, so here's some Ukrainian soldiers. Let's see if I can find anything on these guys that's incriminating. Let me just search it up and let's see if I find any incriminating insignias on these guys. And they say, you can just look at one picture and all of the evidence you need is on the one picture. You find one picture and all of the bad stuff will be on that one picture. So I'm just gonna pull it up. I'm looking for any type of insignia that is a bad symbol. I'm looking for any bad symbol on these guys that relates to Germany in the World War II. And I'm not searching. I'm not putting in Azov. I'm not putting in Reich Sector. I'm not putting in C-14. I'm not putting in Slobodov. I'm not putting in any of those right-wing groups in Ukraine. I'm just putting in Ukrainian soldier. I'm just putting in the regular Ukrainian soldier. Let's take a look and see. I'm not putting in Totenkamp or nothing like that. Okay, you know what? So far, I didn't find anything. Okay. I didn't find anything. So, Jermaine, you win this round. I just typed in Ukrainian soldier, and I didn't see nothing to do with Germany in World War II, which is kind of amazing because usually you type... Oh, no, Jermaine. It couldn't go that long. It couldn't go. It couldn't go that long, Jermaine. Look at that. There you go. Full on German IZAN symbol right there. Their little sun wheel symbol, man. Take a shot. Yeah, man. There you go, man. Oh, Jermaine. Jermaine, why are you fighting me on this, Jermaine? Jermaine, listen to this, Jermaine. Jermaine. Okay. How about this? Listen. The United States, okay, is a country, and it said the United States has a doctrine. The United States has a doctrine. That doctrine is no foreign powers in the Western Hemisphere. That's the United States doctrine. They're just like, if you're a foreign power, don't set up shop in the Western Hemisphere. We don't want you here. Get out. That's the United States doctrine. It's called the Monroe Doctrine. So think about it. If Russia or China said, hey, we're going to set up shop in Venezuela, Cuba, Mexico, what do you think would happen? It's like common sense. So now just reverse it into Europe and onto Russia's borders, and then what do you think is going to happen? It's quite obvious what's going to happen. Like you didn't need a crystal ball to see what was going to happen. And you know, the thing was when the Soviet Union broke up. Okay, Jermaine, hold on. When the Soviet Union broke up, okay, the Russians asked to join NATO. They asked to be a part of the. They asked to be a part of the world rules-based order, you know, that the United States runs. And, you know, the United States rejected them. The United States didn't respect their spear like the Russians respect the United States spear. Okay, Jermaine. Okay, how about this? Let's go with this. Let me just tell you this. When you're watching the Ukrainians on TV, like 90% of the time, what language are the Ukrainians speaking? 90% of the time when you watch the Ukrainians on TV speaking, they're speaking Russian. Like, they're speaking Russian. And then the funny thing is they're trying to ban Russian. Brad, take a shot before you start the debate. So they're speaking Russian, man. So what's a Ukrainian? You're just some dude that's on the other side of the border that speaks Russian? I don't get it. Okay, Jermaine. But Germany did take over Austria. Germany did take over Austria. They didn't take over Switzerland because they couldn't, because it's a mountain and they didn't want to be a part of it. But they did take over Austria. Switzerland, kind of not really German. Switzerland is a little bit Italian, and they also speak Italian, French, and I think they speak one other language. I'm not sure what it's called. Yeah, Ukrainian language. Yeah, and the funny thing is the Ukrainian language, the one that they want people to speak, is hardly spoken by anybody. And it is very similar to Russian. It's almost indifferent. Like there's basically no difference between Ukrainian and Russian. It's just some words and pronunciations is different. But yet the Ukrainian government wants to ban Russian language. It was attacking the Russian speakers in the east of Ukraine. And then, but anyways, I think that this war is not going to be going on much longer, so we can at least be thankful that the war will be over soon. Jermaine. Jermaine. Okay, Jermaine, listen. You're not listening, Jermaine. Let me tell you this. In Ukraine, in the very west of Ukraine, close to Poland, they have these people, they call these people Banderites, Banderistas, okay? And in this group of Banderites and Banderistas in the west of Ukraine, you will find Right Sector. You will find Azov, Sloboda, C-14, all of them. Straight Banderistas, OUAN loving NAZIS. Okay? What they did, what those guys in the west of Ukraine did, was they did go down to the south of Ukraine to Odessa. They went to the east of Ukraine to Mariupol. And they did do torture, humiliation, killing of the Russians. There was a big workers' union fire in Odessa in 2013, 2014, where those guys from the Right Sector, they burned down the building with the union workers in Odessa, and it killed like 35 people. Okay, these are people from Western Ukraine that went all the way down to Southern Ukraine and burned down the building, killing 35 people. Nobody really held accountable. The only time that they were held accountable is when, after the war started, then the Russians started picking them off one by one. Those guys that were the ones that were doing that led the killing in Odessa. It was the Russians that had to, through the war, they started picking these guys, Right Sector guys, Azov guys. They started picking them off one by one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, actually, don't even get me started on Israel. Jermaine, don't get me started on Israel, man. This is insane what's going on with Israel and the Palestinians. I don't get it, man. It's like, everybody was going crazy. So now you see, okay, here, Jermaine, here we go. Jermaine, here we go. You have Russia fighting a war in Ukraine, and you have Israel fighting a war in Gaza. And remember when the Russian war broke out, how crazy everybody was? Oh my God, it's a brutal invasion. Oh my God. Right? Everyone was losing their minds. Oh my God, Russia, you guys are invading again. Oh my God, Russians always invading. Okay, but then look at Israel. And then they took Russia to the international court. Look what Israel's doing. If I go, I can't even show you on my phone what Israel is doing in Gaza. Like, if you see all those little kids with their insides all outside of their body, and, within days, Israel had already killed like 10,000 people, man. It's insane. Israel is killing and they flattened all of the homes in Gaza, they flattened. And then but the thing is, okay, Maximus, they're kicking ass, but you're kicking little kids' ass, man. I don't know if that's something you're proud of, man. At least I'll give the Russians this. They fight the war the right way. They fight the war only against soldiers. They're not targeting civilians. They're not targeting hospitals. Unless the hospital has got the soldiers in it, they're not targeting hospitals. They target the electrical grid, but they don't target the actual citizens in Ukraine, because they view the citizens in Ukraine as Russian, so they don't want to hurt them. They want the citizens to throw out Zelensky, so that's why they don't go after them. Whereas the Israelis, they just don't care. The Israelis are so like a rabid dogs. They kill their own people. Even when their own people are trying to be rescued and they're waving white flags, the Israelis kill their own people. It's like they don't have any sense, man. Yeah. No, Maximus. These were Israelis that were trying to be rescued, and they were waving white flags, and the Israelis killed them. Another thing is the whole thing with the first day on the October 7th with the rave. You know, the rave that all the kids were at, and they were dancing. And well, from what I've seen, if you go on Twitter, you can see how Hamas is fighting, and they're using the tunnels. And what they do with the tunnels is they come up and under behind. And the funny thing is, Hamas is using the cell phone to take a selfie of themselves coming up through the hole. They, if you go on Twitter, you can see their videos. They'll be like, "Ha ha!" There's the Israelis. They'll show you like 7, 8, 9, 10 Israelis. They'll show the Merkava tank. They'll show their one guy with the RPG, and then the next thing they'll do is they'll fire it. Bam! It'll hit the tank. Tank explodes. Body parts fly everywhere, and then then they'll show themselves going back down in the hole. So they'll take a selfie of it. But I've never seen the Israelis do the same thing with Hamas. All I'm seeing with the Israelis is they drop the bomb, they kill the kids, they kill the women, all the bags there with all the little kiddies, the hospital, the kids' insides are all out. But at least Hamas, when they're showing, if you go on Twitter and you see the Hamas videos, you will see what they're doing to the actual Israeli troops. And they're using the tunnels to bypass and to move around the IDF. It's kind of interesting. If you go on Twitter, you can see everything. Obviously, I cannot show anything on Twitter. On YouTube, obviously not. But if you just go on Twitter, you can watch the videos. It's pretty intriguing there with the way that Hamas is fighting the Israelis, and they're fighting hard. Like they're like one shot, they killed like 40 or 50 Israeli soldiers. Like bam, like it's nothing. So it's interesting to watch. You can watch it on Twitter if you guys are into that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, okay. So Maximus, back to the concert. Yes. So there was a rave on the 7th of October. There was the rave. That was the first day when Hamas went into Israel, and this is the day that the 1500. Remember, first it was 1500. Now the Israeli government's taking it down to like 900 people. Yeah, they were civilians. So the Israelis were like, okay, they brought their gunships. They brought their Apache helicopter gunships up. And they were like, wow, I don't understand what it is with the Israelis. They don't care about their own people. So they didn't know who's Hamas. When you're looking at if you're looking at your infrared seeker in your helicopter, you can't, when you're looking at the people running, you can't say, well, this one's Hamas and this one's a civilian. All they did is they just killed everybody. They just fired their guns everywhere. And again, the video is on Twitter. You can go on Twitter and watch the video where the Israeli attack helicopters are just randomly shooting everybody at the rave. Like, they didn't care. Like, they just killed their own people. And then they said it was Hamas that did it. And it wasn't Hamas. It was them. They were the ones with their Apache helicopters. They went into the rave, and they were the ones that shot everybody at the rave, man. Yeah, collateral damage. That reminds me, another point. I wanted to talk about this too, the collateral damage. So, again, back to the Russian invasion. During the Russian invasion, Blinken, who's the Secretary of State for the United States, when the Russians invaded, man. Okay. I'll get back to that point later. I'll get back to that the one Israeli for 1,000 Palestinians. I'll get back to that later. Let me get first thing before I get into that. Let's talk about Blinken. When Russia invaded Ukraine, and if there was ever any civilian casualty, Blinken would go on TV and he'd be like this, oh, it's so sad. The Russians, they killed a civilian and oh my God, and it's so brutal, and this is the brutality of their invasion. And then I don't know why the Russians are so mean. It's so bad, and we need to stop them. And now, when the Israelis are dropping the bombs on the kids, and you can go again on Twitter and see all their limbs, hair, their heads over there, their bodies little, the women all killed, blood everywhere, legs and arms all over the place. Blinken's like, oh, yeah, it's just, it's war, it's sad, but that's just war. That's how you got to run it. Yeah, and it's on Twitter. You can see how bold-faced these guys lie, man. Blinken is like, yeah, it's just war. Like, he's just like, hey, it's just the way war is. But when the Russians were doing it, the dude was breaking down. Oh man, the civilians are getting hurt, and oh man, actually, Maximus, after watching what's going on with Israel, maybe I might have to. But here's the thing, Maximus. Let me tell you something, Maximus. The way that the U.S. is kowtowing to Israel, it tells you a lot. It tells you a lot about who is in charge in the United States. It tells you about who pulls the strings. It tells you a lot about the neocons and all of these guys, World Economic Forum, Soros, all of this stuff. We know who's pulling the strings. But the funniest thing is, there's a lot of these guys that were really smart Jewish guys. They were not Zionists, and they despised the Zionists, man. Right now, the Palestinian protests in Toronto kind of calmed down. But anyways, what I was saying is that these Jews that were really prominent in the United States. Okay, Jermaine, it's your call. What do you mean it's plain stupidity? I'm just calling it the way I see it. It's true. Take a look at your government, Jermaine. Why are you getting upset at me? I'm just telling you how it is. Those guys are the ones that call the shots in the United States. I'm not. This is why you guys see why I told you I'm like on the right, I'm right wing, is because it's the truth, man. Guys like Soros and Schwab, Blinken, Newland, and all these guys are the ones that decide the wars and this and that. And that's why people are like, why is that our country is so focused on war, causing war, starting war, instigating wars with all these countries? They don't care about the actual people that actually live in the United States, But okay, Maximus. But why? Why are you backing? Why is the U.S. backing Israel? What does it gain for them? Eventually, what's going to happen, and I'm being straight with you, Maximus, is the more the U.S. backs Israel, the weaker the Arab countries are going to be in supporting the United States, those countries that the United States needs to maintain economic hegemony, like UAE, Saudi. Eventually, the people in those countries are going to be like, yo, man, what's going on? This is ridiculous. And it's going to lead to a wider war, and it's going to cause a breakdown in the global power structures for the U.S. Because then a resurgent China is going to come in, Russia's going to come in, and they've already come in, and it's going to break down the power just because of one country. And a country that, at the end of the day, the American people are not the beneficiaries of all of this spending. All of that money that should be going to the United States ends up going to a foreign country for what? It should be staying in the United States, man. Maximus, that's true. But at the same time, they have to maintain a control on their population, right? Because if they start to go against the will of their people, they're going to have like an insurrection. Didn't you notice, Maximus, that Saudi Arabia hasn't gone after the Houthis in Yemen? You notice they haven't gone after them? You wonder why? Like, well, you would be like, well, hey, the Houthis are causing trouble in the Red Sea. Why didn't Saudi Arabia take them out for the U.S.? right? hmm So that's true. That's what I'm talking about right now. The Houthis are the Shia, and the Saudis are Sunni. And but the point I'm trying to make is that the Saudis don't want to create more tension, more friction, and because they understand that if they go to war with the Houthis in Yemen, it could lead to a breakdown eventually in their society. And that's what I'm talking about. The people in Saudi are pissed about what's going on in Gaza. So, and then UAE, and then so the only way you keep the control is by a strict military and by economic benefits to the people. But eventually, the people will rise up, man. Yeah, the Houthis are small time, but they're able to shut down the entire Red Sea to all global shipping. So that's small time, right? All of the shipping companies like Maersk and all these guys have to go around Africa now in order to ship their product. They can't go through the Suez because they can't go through the Red Sea. So they're having to go around. So all of the shipping, all like the top 10 shipping companies, maybe except the Russian shipping. I heard the Russian shipping companies are able to go through the Red Sea because the Houthis are like, I know the Russians, they can come through, but everybody else, you guys are going around the Horn of Africa, you know. So, but anyways, yeah. So I'm just saying is that how is it that this tiny percent of the population, Maximus, how is it that this tiny percentage of the population is the one that's calling all the shots, man? Calling all the shots about which countries to agitate, which wars to start, which wars to continue. Like, to me, it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem fair for the average American. If you're just an average American, look at the U.S. cities, Maximus. Don't you care about what's going on in the United States? Like, don't you see what's happening in the United States, man? Where all of their cities are just turning into like just cesspools because their national government only cares about starting wars and funding wars overseas, and like at the drop of the hat they'll give $70 billion to Ukraine. At the drop of the hat they're going to give $20 billion to Israel. What are they giving to San Francisco? What are they giving to New York that's dealing with all these migrants? What are they doing to stop the migrants from coming into the United States? Like, Maximus, you know, don't you understand what I'm saying? Like, this is because of that 1% that's running the show that's saying you need to keep instigating. This is going to be beneficial for our investments. You need to keep instigating. It's good for the military industrial complex, Trump. Well, the good thing about Trump is at least we know if Trump gets in, at least the funding for one war gets shut down. So that's the one benefit of Trump. We know if Trump can get in, he's shutting the funding down for Ukraine one time. Zelensky can go cry in a corner when Trump gets elected, man. You know what I mean? And then I know the Republicans are going to be like, there's no way Ukraine or Israel's getting a dime until they build that border wall. You understand? You're not getting a dime. Why is it that Israel and Ukraine are getting the money, and you got all these guys, MS-13, MX-15 or whatever, coming into the country, and they just can walk across the border, and the second they're in, they can apply for asylum? You have people in the United States, like veterans. Don't you care about the veterans of the United States? Don't you care about them? Do you care more about funding Israel than you care about the American people that actually fight for your country? I don't understand that. Isn't that a question you ask yourself? Like, what kind of government am I supporting? I'm supporting a government that cares more about fighting endless wars against Russia and China, Iran, and the Middle East because it's good for business? Or do I care about the people in my own country? What about giving the people in my own country that $100 billion instead of giving it to Israel or giving it to Ukraine? So, yeah, man, when Trump comes, we knew at least the Ukrainians are getting cut off. I think you'll still keep the funding for Israel, but by the time he gets in, that war will be over, man. So anyways, yeah. So Maximus, I want you, Maximus, tonight to think about what I said, man. I want you, Maximus, to think about what I said about when you see those wars. I want you to think. I want next time when you see the wars being funded overseas, you're gonna be like, shit. I remember Toronto Brad. He told me, man, it's this one percenters, man. They're the ones directing it. Newland, Blinken, Soros, Zelensky, Klaus Schwab. All these guys are the ones that are like instigating that. Let's get China going, man. Yeah, you can't control it, but you know what you can do, Maximus? Vote for Trump. At least with Trump, he'll shut down the funding for at least that, and he'll secure the southern border. So at least do that, Maximus. Yeah, you can't control anything, and you see, oh man, you get me started on something else now. Oh man, Maximus, you got me started on something else. Can you believe the Colorado people? What's up with these guys? No. These guys are jokers, man. So they see that it's an impossible battle. It's an impossible battle for Biden. Dementia Joe has no chance of winning the election. He has zero chance of winning the election, Dementia Joe. So what does the Colorado people do? They're like, okay, Trump, we're going to take you off the ballot. And then all the Democratic states are going to be like, yeah, we're going to take Trump off the ballot. Oh no, Maximus, my people are not voting for Biden. I can guarantee you, Maximus, that black people in the next election, you're going to think it's insane, but I think you're going to see like 40% will vote for Trump. I'm telling you right now, you're hearing it here first. You're going to see a huge wave of black people supporting Trump. 40%, never before seen. Because the black people are the ones that are the most pissed off about the way the US government is sending the money overseas. The black people are the ones that are being impacted by MS-13 coming from the Central America into the United States. Where do they go? They go into the black neighborhoods, man. They come to live in the black neighborhoods in the United States. And now they gentrify it, they increase the cost, they suck up the resources. So obviously, black people are like, they had enough, man. Secure the southern border, man. Stop this. This is insanity. The United States has enough natural birth to create enough population. They don't need to import 10 million Central Americans a year, you know what I mean, to increase the population. But that's, Maximus, that's a plan of the 1%. They need the 10 million migrants coming in, man. They need those 10 million coming in because it keeps the labor costs down. It increased the investments, man. It increased the investments of their real estate, So, yeah, it doesn't offset black voters. Hispanic, they don't offset. Because they think the black voters are going to go to the Republicans, so they need the Hispanic voters to go to the Democrats. Is that what you're saying? They know that they're pushing the black voters to the Republican. I don't know. It's because usually the black voters were the most hardcore, but the black people are probably in the United States right now. The black people are probably the most pissed off with the damn migrants coming into black neighborhoods, sucking up the resources. So you're going to see in the next election, now, like I said, I think it's going to be at least 30-40%. There have been more Hispanics than blacks for 30 years in the United States. Back when I was in university, there were more Hispanics than blacks. It's nothing new. So that's not a big thing, man. But I'm telling you now, the blacks are like, yeah, you're right. Watch this next election. Black people have been 99% voting for the Democrats. But watching this election, I can guarantee you, look, 30 to 40%, could be 40% of black people will vote for Trump because he's going to stop this nonsense at the border, So let's see what happens, man, Maximus, man. Let's see what happens. So I want you to think about that when you're collecting your pension And when we meet up in the Philippines, we can talk about all of this stuff. We can talk all geopolitics, you know, when we meet up in the Philippines, when I get there. But anyways, guys, this is Toronto Brad. I rant and I rave all day long. You guys know if you guys get me on a rant, it's nonstop, man. You know that. You guys know already about me. I rant and rave nonstop, but I need to chill. I need to relax. I need to watch my movie. I'm gonna watch I need to watch my Rebel Moon. Maximus needs to go and get his Geritol. Go get your Geritol and your NyQuil. Go relax. And I will see you guys maybe tomorrow, but sometime during the Christmas holidays, I will go live again and we will chat it up. So yeah, think about what I said, guys. Everybody in the chat, think about what I said, man. And yeah, man, think about who's directing your government to send the money overseas, man. This is insane. Like this is nonsense. Even in Canada, we need money here for our cities, and we're sending all our money to Ukraine. Like, what's going on, man? These guys are insane. But anyways, guys, I need to stop ranting. Thank you guys for joining my stream for tonight. Thank you, Jonathan North. Thank you, Something Wong, Nigel, Rev, Nitro Freak, Tylon Heron. Who else was here today? Maximus, obviously, Internet Monster, Roy UFC, Mr. G. Yeah. Take care, guys, and we'll do it again over the Christmas holidays. I'll probably do another live stream over the holidays, guys. Lotto Max, thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much, Lotto Max. And I'll see you guys on the next stream, man, guys. You guys take care. Have a good one, man. Peace out, Toronto Brad.